Brave little tailor. One morning, the little tailor was sewing clothes. There was the sound of selling jams outside, and the little tailor leaned out to buy half a jar of jams from the mother-in-law who bought jams. He happily spread the jam on the bread, and the attractive aroma attracted a large group of flies. The little tailor angrily took the flies' water and swat them down. When he picked it up, there were 7 flies in total. The little tailor was very proud. He sewed the words 1007 on a piece of cloth and carried it on his body. He said, "I want the whole world to know how powerful I am." After speaking, he took the only piece of cheese at home and set off happily. The little tailor picked up a little board on the road and put it in his pocket. The little tailor met a giant on the mountainside. The giant saw the words 1-7 on his body and thought it was one person who solved the meaning of 7, so he wanted to test him. He took the stone and squeezed out the water, and the little tailor took the cheese and squeezed out the water. The giant picked up a stone and threw it into the sky, and it took a long time before it fell to the ground. The little tailor said that the stone he threw was too high to fall back to the ground, and then he took out the bird in his pocket, and the bird flew away and never came back. The giant asked him to move the tree together, and he pretended to move behind but sat on the giant's shoulders. At night, the giant invited the little tailor to stay overnight at his house, but in the middle of the night he took a stick and smashed the bed, thinking he had solved the little tailor. But in fact the little tailor slept under the table. The next morning the giant was frightened away when he saw the little tailor jumping about. One day, the little tailor was sleeping under a tree, and the 2 guards reported to the king when they saw the words 1-7 written on his body. The king called the little tailor over and said, "If you kill the 2 evil giants in the forest, I will marry the princess to you and give you half of the country." The little tailor agreed. The little tailor secretly came to the resting place of the giants in the forest and threw stones at them respectively. The 2 giants thought it was thrown by the other, blamed each other, and then fought again, and even pulled up trees as weapons. In the end, the 2 giants died together. The little tailor ran back and told everyone that he had knocked down the giant. The king repented and asked the little tailor to capture the evil unicorn alive. The little tailor went to the forest with the rope and the axe. When the unicorn saw the little tailor, it rushed towards him. The little tailor hid behind a tree, but the unicorn's horn hit the tree, and it couldn't be pulled out. The little tailor took out an axe and a rope and captured the unicorn alive. The king had no choice but to marry the princess to the little tailor. Although the wedding was very luxurious, there was not much joy. The princess heard the little tailor talking in his sleep and found out that he was just a tailor. The king comforted the princess and said, "When he falls asleep, I will ask my servant to tie him up and carry him to a wooden boat to a distant place." A guard overheard their conversation and told the little tailor, who had an idea. That night, the little tailor pretended to be asleep as usual. The princess took the opportunity to open the door and let the king's servant in secretly. When the servants were about to start, the little tailor pretended to be talking in his sleep. "I knocked down 7 people at once, subdued 2 giants, and captured a unicorn alive. Am I still afraid of you hiding outside the door?" The servants listened to the little tailor. If so, ran away in fright. After that, no one dared to provoke the little tailor again, and the little tailor happily became the king all his life. This story tells us that the key to success lies in faith. As long as you believe in yourself, you can defeat the strong with the weak and make the big with the small. When you should take responsibility, you should have the courage to take it and use your ingenuity to accomplish great things.